Yo, 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 what's happening, beasts? This is your boy ARJ here, bringing you some 3v3 preparation for GAC. So, if you can't already tell, I haven't uploaded for a couple of weeks because I've been sick, then the baby was ill, and then my wife was ill, but now you still get my boring monotone voice, but less congested. So, I just thought I'd make a different kind of video because obviously there's been like 2 weeks now that I haven't released a video, especially since Relic Delta was dropped as well. So I thought that I'd share an account update and what I've been doing around Relic Delta ready for 3v3 season. So let's go and hop over to the game and let's take a look and see what we've been up to. Okay, so let's hop in and let's show you what I've been up to. So during the last, since Relic Delta, I don't think I've actually shared what I've actually achieved. So this is basically, I always make a tab each year of all the things that I've achieved. So later on this year, I will do a final review of this. So funnily enough, I did make a change to this, which isn't showing right now, but what I've done in the announcement of Relic Delta was I did make changes and I added BKM as a Relic 8 character. Just because, you know, she's typically going up against Lord Vader. I'm partially expecting there may be a couple of Relic 10 Lord Vaders, but nowadays I'm just using Maz against Lord Vader anyway, but she's still a nice Relic 8 to have. I did do a couple of R7s as well, because again, I'm seeing value in bringing up that, you know, your core teams or the main teams that you are using and making sure that you have like that minimum Relic 7 floor. Now, obviously depending on where your roster is, but that's typically the safe spot that you should be taking your roster. So I did like Bo-Katan Kryze again for the BKM team now because that's a Relic 7 minimum. I took Hoda because again, the way that you know, you're going up against a high Relic opponent, and if they've got high AoEs, man, you know, Hoda is going to be absolutely falling to pieces. So again, taking him to Relic 7. I did take Treya, Savage, and Nihilus, but kind of regretting that now because Relic 5 Treya is still doing work against like Jedi Mace, for example. And then I did take Bastila Shan Fallen, again, just to have that Relic 7 minimum for my Sith Empire team. So, 3v3 upgrades. This was all done for 5v5 specifically, but I say that, but Treya's, you can still put in that same bracket. We haven't upgraded Jedi Consular, don't worry. So, this is where I've been up to. So, I did, like I said, I've taken Nihilus. I took Barriss as well because, again, she's a nice higher relic to have. I did upgrade Zalbar and get the Omicron applied as well because this is a character which I've never really had. He was always my gear. What's the word to use? He was my gear. I can't think of the word, sorry. That I would leave him at gear 12 to farm all the gear pieces that I needed. But I'm in a position now where I've nearly got everything at Relic. So we took Zalbar up to 7 and applied the Omicron, and then Chewie from 6 to 7 as well. So we've almost got Relic 7 Wookiees. We will get there, but not quite yet. So I've applied some more Relic 9s, which has been pretty formidable these past few weeks. So Bane, like no reasoning needed. You know, Relic 9 Bane is going to be sort of essential for GAC now. And I did take up Dark Ray and Kylo Ren Unmasked for the SLKR team. Not because they are like squishy or that they are relatively easy to kill. One is for TB, which definitely helps in the later waves. And yeah, crew at Relic 9 does seem super strong. So not super strong, but you know what I mean. He's a lot more durable from 7 to 9. So it was a nice upgrade. And then I did another Relic 7. So again, Mara Jade, because I am planning on using a different counter for Rey this season in GAC. So I've gone for the faster Star Killer into Mara Jade. So ideally, I will only need Emperor Palpatine, Mara Jade, and Star Killer to try and take out Rey's. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see how that actually performs. And again, the squishiness of Mara Jade. And I think I actually, like, the interesting thing now is with Mara in particular, is that I needed to make sure she was at least 1 speed slower than Starkiller. So Starkiller's like 337, and she's 336. But I did throw on this really bang average like protection mod. So, you know, it's not fast, but the defense and potency is equally nice to have on her just to give her that extra bit of survivability. So, works out quite well. And again, I applied those 3 Relic 9s. I was like, we want more. So, I've done R2, Drogon, Padawan Sabine, Malgus. So, R2 and Drogon for Leia. Again, I don't really feel like they are extremely beneficial and they're really going to move the needle. But I do want to make sure that, you know, again, from a TB perspective, definitely going to help me. But, you know, R2 with the stat sharing in is unique, extremely beneficial. Drogon at 9, again, being able to dish out as much damage as possible. So my Drogon is now dishing out 15-7 damage. So he's going to still be hurting. Padawan Sabine is an interesting one, okay? So, you know, in the GL Ahsoka team, Padawan Sabine, you know, in 3s is typically not really there. But Padawan Sabine has an AoE, which means that, you know, if I can really make the most of this damage, and she has got some really high damage, so she's like 11.2k offense, and she does scale quite substantially. So those AoEs with Relic 9 for Delta, if I'm punching down, for example, that's going to hurt. And I did take Malgus to 9 as well, and it's one I've been wanting to do for the longest time. But we finally have him done. Again, it's not one that I'm like, it's going to 100% move the needle on certain counters, but it's trying to draw out other counters. So, you know, typically, if he was lower Relic, I imagine that like JML and things would chew through him quite easily. But hoping now with a higher Relic investment that, you know, we can kind of either make going up against Finn Zori much easier, or alternatively, it will, you know, bait out those higher end counters. And the final upgrades that I've done in preparation for 3v3, I lied, there's 2. I took Reva to Relic 8 because she's been Relic 7 for the longest time. And even though she's a tank, excuse me, I did want to just try and get up that one extra Relic level because I've already done Grand Inquisitor at 8. I probably will take the whole team to Relic 8 at some point, just not quite yet. There's still a few other attackers that I want to take from 7 to 8 before I actually make that jump. So, yeah, there's a nice upgrade for Reva, and this is probably going to be the final upgrades that I'll do in preparation for 3v3, is I have taken the Finn Zori team up to Relic 7, so I've applied some better mods on Finn and Zori. Finn not so much at this point. But again, Relic Delta, you know, everybody's been leaving them at Relic 3, Relic 5. I don't want them to be a complete pushover, so the fact now of, you know, like Resistance Hero Finn's like 340 speed. Zori herself is also at like 315, I think. 317 now, some good protection, so yeah, just making her a bit more durable, especially with that Omicron. This one is a bit sus, I'll be honest. But I thought, I've just done Zalbar to 7, and I've applied the Omicron. Why not give myself either a team to set on defense under Darth Revan with Mission and Zalbar's Cron, or, you know, it's just a character that I will hardly ever use, but I wanted to make sure she had that same Relic 7 minimum. Even though she gets sacrificed at the start, probably could have left her at 5, thinking logically. But, you know, passing those extra stats over to DR and Zalbar is never a waste. And then I took Kix to Relic 7 as well. So, again, he was already at Relic 6, so just wanted to get that one extra Relic level. Like I said, trying to get, you know, these core teams, shall we say, at Relic 7 minimum as I leave my Jin at Relic 5. But again, she's just there for the cheese anyway, so I'm not really too concerned about her right now. So yeah, this is typically what I have been working on over the past, you know, week and a half. So we're in a pretty nice place now. There's still many other Relic 5 to 7s that I want to do. May have a few of them favorite. Yeah, so like Moff Gideon, Rose, Poe, Death Trooper. There's one or two others as well that I do want to add to this list, but it's going to take a little bit of time. And yeah, in terms of datacrons, I'm sure you guys have all been watching all the videos. You really need to be pushing on those long text attacker level 6s. I'm getting horrendous luck in getting any good relics, any good attacker level 6s. This is with, you know, the conquest calendar, so you get 600 energy per day. Plus, I'm doing my 50s and 100s, and I'm still not getting any luck when it comes to these crons. So, you know, I've got one there. Again, that's a healer. So I literally have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've got 3 of these attacker crons. 1 light side, 2 dark side. I definitely need more before lock-in, but I can't see it happening because I've already burnt my 50s and 100s at this point. So we're just going to have to roll it in as it is for this week. So that is going to wrap us up for this quick update. So like I said, some nice relic upgrade changes to the roster. And yeah, hoping that 3v3, I will try and do at least 1 or 2 streams, and I will definitely upload some content to YouTube this week because, yeah, everybody now is doing much better, especially myself, which means I will have time to be able to dedicate either to editing videos or going live on stream. So guys, if you did enjoy the video, please drop a like or drop a comment as well if there's any Relic 5 or Relic 7s that you've applied during this off week. I look forward to hearing and interacting with you guys in chat. So, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.